Come on, Cinderella, we gotta get you ready for the ball.
That's Veronica Vaughn.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
I'm not fucking leaving.
All right.
I am loving.
This coffee smells like shit.
And here we go.
What was our best episode so far?
Like
The funniest
first
one? I think the first one.
First
the
one was
general
pretty funny.
rush of everything.
Oh.
I was gonna post a link to the Snapchat.
I think we have a Snapchat. Do you
I mean,
make
I
one?
have a Snapchat.
Shit,
A
I was
free
about to
refills
say a free
Snapchat?
refills one.
Go ahead and follow us at Free Refills Snapchat at Free Refills Podcast. I'll
There
make it
we
right
go.
now.
Fucking make it, John.
Don't.
All right, guys. Welcome to another Free Refills podcast. I'm Luke. We're here with John,
Hey, what's up?
Austin,
Hey yo.
and our very special man friend, who is in fact a Marine Maverick.
What up?
Put the mic closer to your
You
thing.
didn't give me that big of an intro.
Today we are diving balls deep into war movies.
Why?
Why?
Hey, it's every time.
No, why that?
Say like.
I like balls deep. I like it.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Okay.
But we got to go over a few things before we start. Okay. One, we recently passed over 100 downloads, guys.
Clap it up.
Clap it up. Yep.
I see Trev clapping back there
Thanks, Trev.
behind the
And
glass.
with Marv. Two, if you watched our last episode about Boston movies.
If you watched it, I'm
If
really
you wa-
surprised because I don't know where the camera's
no
at.
cameras in here.
There was a big debate on the Ted shirt dilemma.
Oh, that's right. I did some
And-
research. I
and-
dug deep.
And we actually found out that it was, in fact, middle school.
I was
so
wrong.
I was right,
And I was wrong.
and Austin was wrong.
I want you to know I spent about a half hour looking through your mom's Facebook photos.
I mean, hey, I'm not denying I'm
Well,
wrong.
that's a hard thing.
I dug
That
deep.
you would just happen to see him in a Ted shirt
I know it was hard.
walking in, you know.
Hey, I wore him. I'm not denying it, but the date wrong. Date was wrong, and we got it fixed up.
And it looked like you guys were coming back from Jimmy Buffett.
Sorry, I was a week off from him.
It was.
I was a week
A
off
week.
of him wearing Ted shirts.
Okay, and third is two episodes are gonna be done this week.
We missed one last week.
We did. We missed one last week. So follow us on our Instagram, Podbeam, and iTunes to not miss a podcast.
What's the Instagram?
Instagram is free_refills_podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No shit.
It's insane.
Smash that follow button.
Absolutely. Okay. War movies. Mav.
War movies.
Yes.
Should
I
we get a
know.
little
I've heard-
Background on why Mav's here?
Mav, would you want to
Why
do
would-
it? Do you want me to describe why Mav's here? I just thought it
Just
would
introduce Mav and tell you who he is.
we just do that?
Yeah. Mav, do you want to describe your background for everybody?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you do.
All right. Why
He's a little bit shy.
don't you move that mic a little closer to your mouth, Mav?
I want to hear you
There you
chewing
go.
your tobacco.
Oh
while
yeah,
we,
yeah.
While we do
Mav
this.
has a dip
While I do it.
in his mouth, guys.
I need like a spitter so you can hear me spit it out.
No, that'd be great.
Hopefully by the end of the. Mav, we're gonna need a refill on deep.
Deep?
Well,
Dip. Is he gonna
I'll
need a-
give a brief little thing why he's here because I don't know much about war movies. I not know much, but I'm not into them as much as you guys are.
Okay.
So we needed
Understandable.
let's just say
So
we needed another mouth.
yeah. So I've heard Mav go in on this subject plenty of times on why, like, what is the biggest thing that war movies get wrong?
There's a shit ton of stuff they get
What
wrong.
it go over them?
What the uniform, just the fake camaraderie they try to push. It's just
Can they use real uniforms though? Like, have you
Yeah, they
seen a
can
movie
use
that
real-
actually got it right and you were like, oh, they did a good job on that?
oh yeah. Saving Private Ryan was pretty good.
Yep.
We Were Soldiers. Heartbreak Ridge is pretty good.
There you go.
What's Heartbreak Ridge?
Full Metal
never heard
Jacket actually got it on point.
Okay,
I
so
actually
let's
did
go
not
back.
like-
I did not like
I
that.
did not like Full Metal
Oh,
Jacket.
Full Metal
boy.
Jacket's a different movie. It's for, like
Rest in
Full Metal
peace, Gunny.
Full Metal Jack. Arlie Ermy, the
I-
great
that's
guy.
why I turned it off,
I-
though.
I met him a
He's
few
fucking-
times.
He's kind of annoying.
No, he was a national drill instructor, and he came in. He was only supposed to be a, what do you call that? Like a
Like an extra? Or it's
no
Cameo?
well, no, like he's trying to teach somebody something.
Oh, like
So-
a consultant?
Consultant. He was
There you
only
go.
supposed to consult the actor, and
Right.
then the director saw how good he was
Yeah, might
and
as
brought
well.
him in on it.
So was that his first movie he did? Because I know he was
I
in other
believe so.
movies too, right?
I believe that was his first movie, yeah. And that's how he got honorary gunny. He wasn't a gunny in
Oh, really?
I mean, look,
the Marine Corps.
I
He
didn't know
He
that.
got out as a staff sergeant after Vietnam.
And you met him.
I did. A couple times I met him. He's actually a really nice guy. Well, rest in peace. He was a really nice guy. Did a lot for the troops.
Did you meet him at the Southland Mall?
No, I met him in Camp Pendleton, California.
Holy shit.
Now,
That's way
the way
far
he
away.
started off Full Metal Jacket, is that pretty accurate of your first day at boot camp?
Oh, no, that's just not the first day. First week in boot camp's different. So I'm not going to get into that. But, no, that's a very accurate description of how Marine Corps boot camp actually is.
Okay, because I would have wanted to leave.
Yeah,
don't think you can.
You can leave. You'll just be stuck there longer if you want to leave.
Yeah.
The fastest way to do boot camp is to do boot camp. But then you got to do 4 more years.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Because I would want to leave.
So
I was annoyed. I was just like, oh, I'll just go to the next movie.
Is that-
like he just pissed me off.
No, but it showed how in that movie, that's very, like in boot camp, you make these bonds that are forever. Like he met Cowboy in the movie. And he didn't see him until he went to country in Vietnam. We went in the field. He probably hasn't seen Cowboy in fucking 2 years, and still best buds.
So is that the reason why you could like Full Metal Jacket is so good because of how accurate it is? Or
I guess
is
for
it-
veterans, yeah, it's very accurate.
Okay.
And I think it's a
It's
great
been a
movie.
really long time since I've seen that.
So so I have a list of war movies that we can talk about.
Okay.
American Diaper.
Oh god.
You call it American Diaper?
Do you know why?
No.
Okay.
And I
don't.
if
I
we're
just
talking-
make fun of it.
we're
I
talking-
know about what scene you're talking about.
yeah,
now,
to get
but-
shredded.
Hey, movie's great. I love it. Top war movies. But do you know that obviously we're talking about American Sniper, if anyone doesn't know.
Well, you call
In
it
the-
American Diaper.
So there's a scene in the movie where
It ruined it for me.
It did.
The entire movie.
so it show
With Bradley
what's it?
Cooper.
Bradley
Oh,
Cooper.
the fake
Baby.
baby.
with the thumb.
Clint Eastwood talks about that too.
I guess one of the babies was sick that day, and the extra or something was sick that day, and they couldn't bring the baby in, so they had like a toy baby that Bradley Cooper was holding, and you could just totally tell it was fake. Like if you really pay attention to it, he's moving its arm with its thumb.
Oh my gosh!
You
You
really?
don't remember that?
No.
Bradley Cooper jokes about it too.
Yeah,
in
it is
Oh
funny.
yeah, he was on Ellen the one time, and they were she brought it up and
Yeah.
played it, and he just was so embarrassed.
It's funny. Like
Great
like,
movie though.
Yeah, it is a great.
Oh,
movie.
that's
It was
fantastic.
describe. I remember that when we went and saw that. What didn't it ruin it when you went to the bathroom or something?
Yeah.
I don't know how you went to the
Look at
bathroom.
him move.
see
Look
this.
at him move
They're
the
pulling it up
baby's
right now.
arm.
Hey, it saved him like 20 grand. They said.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to hire a baby.
Watch him move his thumb so the baby's arm moves. Hold on.
Oh my gosh!
The baby looks dead.
The baby just looks like a loaf of bread or something. He's trying to move.
Oh boy!
Yeah, it's
The neck is just flopping everywhere.
Was this an indie movie?
No, this
it
was
was
big,
Clint Eastwood.
man.
By Clint Eastwood.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
one of the
but-
best
I
directors ever.
Oh, here it comes. Look at that thumb move.
It's bad.
Bradley Cooper, if you'd like to come on the podcast,
I
we're
know.
more than welcome.
And
we can
explain
talk.
that
know.
move.
We just
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know what though?
I just got I had one of those deep sighs in the theater when I was watching it. and I
But
was
did you
just
know
like,
it was coming? I think I'm shouting.
No.
Sorry. You didn't know, but you saw it right away.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I did too.
noticeable the first time.
Maybe
you see
I
it.
was just so into the movie.
and it's well,
Yeah, I
like, for
didn't
me
know
it was the
this.
other way. It was like I was so into it, and then like you see him moving the arm, you're like, oh
Just-
no, like and then you just it hit you. You kind of got out of the world.
Dude,
but
that movie though, like you probably knew going into the movie about the whole story, maybe,
yeah.
but
No.
I didn't know. But before, it kind of ruined it for me. But like before when I was sitting in that theater when that movie was about to start, they were showing his real wife do an interview and going like, Chris was such a good guy and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, so he died.
Yeah,
like I
spoiler.
just didn't know
Yeah.
how. But if I didn't see that interview before then, I would have that movie was really good.
Yeah,
like
it was a great
you
movie.
know, it was good. It was just
And it ends the way I love movies to end.
Like realistic.
not the way you.
It did real footage
On
of
a-
his funeral and everything.
On a down note. Don't make me happy at the end of a movie. Movies should be happy, but I like when movies end just like, oh, there's no happy ending here.
Like yeah.
Oh, he got killed, and
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
it
brutal.
by this dude.
No,
it was. I was in
it's
shock
crazy.
Yeah,
because I didn't know the story.
What happened during the movie, during the shooting, like
It
all
happened
that.
soon
Really?
after, I
Oh,
believe.
really?
What do you mean?
Well, Chris Kyle was like a consultant on the movie and telling him all this stuff. And
Like
then,
he was on
Holy
set.
shit,
He was on set
Yeah, he
talking
was-
to Bradley Cooper. It's not like he died and then they made the movie.
Yeah, it was
he was
shortly after.
because he had the most kills. You
he's
know,
the most
all
lethal
that.
sniper in American history.
Yeah.
I thought. Whoa.
No, yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
That makes it even better.
Right. So they were filming the movie about him, like making all this,
That's
doing it all, and then he
terrible.
died during, like you said, probably the
Yeah,
the
probably
very end
shortly
of the
after,
filming.
yeah.
Because clap it down for Clint Eastwood. That's so hard to like. Because if he was still alive, how do you end that movie? Because I feel like the ending was like a hit me deep. So I don't know how it would
it's
end if he
real.
was still
Yeah, it
alive.
was-
Yeah,
You
do
know
you
what I
think they
mean?
would make a movie on the guy Carpenter?
Kyle Carpenter? I don't know. That's kind of weird thinking. Like Chris Kyle Kyle Carpenter was a Medal of Honor winner and everything, but I don't know if you can make a movie about what he's done.
Because they've made movies on Medal of Honor
Yeah, they have. They've done all.
recipients before.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's possible. I would like to see it because Kyle Carpenter's a hero in my book.
They made one on
There you
Forrest
go.
Gump.
That's true.
You got the Medal of
Is
Honor.
that a war movie?
No.
If a Boston, why am I fuzzy?
I don't know.
Move on,
I don't think
move
you're
on.
fuzzy. I just
I think you're screaming a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Anyway,
Jesus
if a
Christ.
Boston movie, if it's shot in Boston,
It's just be a
it's
Boston.
a Boston
movie?
movie.
It's only gonna have Mark
But
Wahlberg
if
or
you
Matt
show a
Damon in it.
little war scene,
Oh, I don't
A
think
war movie?
I don't think war was the main point.
I think
Because he was in Vietnam, but there was like another 2.5 hours of movie after that.
Yeah, that was only like a
That happened
20-minute
real
part of it,
hot,
yeah.
that was
real quick, and then you've got. I mean, did it shape who he was?
no.
No.
Okay.
His
My
mother's
favorite war
love
movie,
for his
Tropic
education.
Thunder.
Oh God.
Whoa.
okay.
Oh,
I
no.
guess.
Plot twist.
Oh, I
Oh
guess.
boy.
Dude, I found this out the other day. That, do you know Robert Downey Jr. was nominated for, I'm pretty sure, a Golden Globe or like an Oscar?
For Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, because he's playing a dude who's acting
Playing
like
another dude.
Yeah, playing another dude who's acting like another dude. He has to play like 3 people in that movie, and he
Levels.
got nominated for an Oscar or a Golden Globe
So
with
he's playing-
Heath Ledger as the Joker, and he ended up losing to Heath Ledger.
Well, that would have been a travesty if Robert Downey Jr. in blackface.
What's the name? What's the name
That's
of
hard,
that?
dude.
What's the
That's-
name of that award?
I don't know.
The Golden Globe.
No,
It's
but
either
Best supporting actor.
yeah, I think it was best supporting actor
Yeah.
or something like that. But I don't know. I looked that up the other day. That was like ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Because that like very rarely a comedy movie will get
Yeah.
nominated for that kind of stuff, especially like for an actor.
I don't remember. This is off topic. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
All right,
Go ahead.
all right.
Shoot.
Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
I was
shoot
just
it.
thinking about comedies that get nominated for Oscars or major awards.
Oh, we can go off.
I think
topic for a
Sideways.
second.
Sideways is probably the only one, right? It was the-
I've never seen
yeah.
I've
that.
never seen it.
I think it was the first comedy to be like nominated for Best Picture.
When was that? Do you know when that came out?
90.
There's like John's iconic
98?
breathing. Wait, no, what is this? 5th episode?
Episode 5. It's featured every episode, and it's not intentional.
Every time. Every
Whenever
time.
you ask John a heated question.
So Sideways was 2004. Sorry.
A couple years off.
Yeah, when in Tropic
Thunder?
2008, 2009. That was
I'm
when
talking
the-
about like Oscars. Like,
Yeah. So, this is personally my favorite war
I already
movie,
know what you're gonna say.
directed by one of my favorite directors of all time, the Spielberg,
Oh boy.
the
The
Spielberg, Saving Private Ryan. I
It's
think
definitely-
that is the best war movie I've ever seen. It's long, but in a good way. And that's what she said. But it's like it's
maturity level in
entertaining.
this
It's entertaining. It hits you fucking deep, dude. It's got a all-star cast. Like Tom Hanks.
That's a young squad
It
too.
is.
Dude, Tom Hanks is young in there.
Vin Diesel was young.
Yeah, Vin Diesel was
Oh,
young as
yeah.
hell. Matt Damon was young as hell.
Earn it.
And then the guy from Ted was in there too. The guy that like dances. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
yeah,
With the
yep.
mustache. He's in there too, but he's young as hell. But that movie's so.
I
good.
still have to
probably-
watch it. I asked you to watch it the other day.
They
That's
used
probably
to
one of the
show
top
it
movies ever.
every year on like ABC, like network television, unedited. And there'd be
It's
a big
so
warning
good.
like, "Hey, you're about to see a bunch of people die in a terrible way."
Yeah.
Well,
My grandpa used to drive those amphibious vehicles
Yeah.
in World War II in the South Pacific,
yeah.
like dropping people off at the beach.
So messed up.
Yeah.
So, as far as that, like I think now, like current movies that are happening, like the killing's a little bit like I'm thinking like Rambo, when the guy gets
Yeah.
sniped and he shoots back like 50 feet. That's not
No.
true.
No.
That
So
didn't happen in Rainbow too much.
yes, it did.
They didn't go
In the
flying
fourth
back.
Was that the fourth one?
No, they just got their
Rambo.
limbs blown off by a 50 cal. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I think this goes back to what other topics we've had is like stuff that was filmed like not way back, but say in the 90s. It was more realistic, but it wasn't as like CGI'd. Is that what we're saying?
They had more practical effects than special
more like
effects.
handmade and
Yeah.
Well, that's
using it, and they
Opening
don't
Scene
just
for Saving
rely
Private
on
Ryan was like
graphics.
one of the most in-depth
Yeah.
ever. Actually, they had like 2,000 extras storming a beach.
Yeah. And they had like I watched a video that like they replicated like the D-Day beach.
Yep.
Is that what it was? I know that
Yeah, it
it's
was
D-Day, but I don't know what the
storming in
beach.
Normandy. Yep.
What
And
one?
Saving Private Ryan, like they got that like spot on.
Yeah,
like
they
had
built their
like,
own bunkers and everything.
Yeah, like it was so good. Like it's not like CGI where like they edited in people like far away. It was like they actually had people.
Yeah,
like,
they hired like 2,000 extras to do
it
it.
was insane. And like it starts out with that, and then the whole movie is just so good.
It is a great movie.
What do you? This might be a little weird topic, but like, does it go? Do you think when you can tell stuff is like CGI and stuff, do you think that goes into like a budget, like their budget? Do you think it costs more to do that, or actually have real people do it?
I think it costs more to have real people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Extras sometimes do it for free and stuff like
Wait,
that.
what do you mean?
I'm just saying,
No,
like
they
you
don't.
saying, like no, they actually had real people back there. Like, what's the difference?
You
I
can
think-
tell though. You
and
know,
sometimes it's out of the respect too. It's like we're not gonna CGI any of this. Like
Yeah, they
we're gonna
wanted to
make
be
this
as most
handmade.
realistic as possible.
Yeah.
what year did that movie come out?
It was
90s.
Yeah, that was 90 something.
I think in the '90s, late '90s, you're gonna know if they had 2,000 people and they made them on a computer.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, just a big
98.
crowd's gonna move differently than on a computer like CGI than it is gonna be 2,000 extras running around on the beach.
Maverick, have you seen Hacksaw Ridge?
Oh
Yes, I have.
I know you are a pro gun guy.
Very
so am
pro
I.
gun.
What do you feel about that?
Well, that's his own. I don't down people that don't.
No,
like
I know,
guns.
but
I'm just saying that's your choice. I like guns. Don't try to take my guns away from me. But the guy had a reason. He pulled a gun on his
Yeah.
father in the movie, and he believed in his head he killed him.
right.
So that was his whole reasoning behind not carrying a weapon.
And he was a Jehovah's Witness, right?
He might have been.
So, yeah, I think he was a Jehovah's Witness, and he was. That was his religion saying I can't kill
Yeah.
somebody.
But he's the only Medal of Honor winner for only Medal of Honor recipient that was a medic ever. Still,
Really?
only
That's
one
crazy.
still.
That movie.
That
It was so good.
That made
True
like
story.
one of the best, more like in recent years.
Yeah,
And no one talks about it.
no,
Oh,
it
boy.
It was.
wasn't that big as popularized.
I don't think it had like a big release. Like
No, it
that
wasn't.
one.
It did because it was winning a lot of. I don't think people. I know what you're saying. It didn't have like a
A
big
box
release.
office hit. It wasn't a box
it wasn't a
office
box
hit.
office hit, but when it started to get all these
Yeah.
awards,
Yeah.
people
People
were like, "Oh, I
started-
got to see it."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great
Um,
movie.
Dude, another one, Marky Mark, Lone Survivor.
True story.
I don't
That
ever
is
seen Lone
sweet.
Survivor.
Never seen
Wait,
Lone
which was
Survivor.
Lone Survivor?
Came out.
Let's rise Marcus
in the last 5
Luttrell
years.
with the Navy SEAls.
4 guys get out
They take
Oh yeah.
stranded
yeah.
out there. They get just surrounded by. I don't
Marcus
even know.
Luttrell was actually in the movie, the actual Lone
Yeah.
Survivor himself. He was
Okay.
in the movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
He was another hero.
You bring in
True
Mark
story.
Wahlberg again 2 weeks in a row?
Well, he's
Dude,
in every
he's
goddamn
every
movie.
fucking-
Yeah, he's in
Hey.
everything, man.
He's in everything.
Can't even watch a Dunkin' Donuts commercial
The-
without him on
Okay,
there.
here's another thing.
Yeah.
Have
Hang on.
you?
Step for
I asked,
Frappuccino.
ma'am. I asked this to them too. The Brothers with Jake Gyllenhaal and
Yeah,
Tobey Maguire.
That was a totally fake movie.
correct.
It was
I
not
know,
a documentary.
but
No, it was
wasn't
just
a documentary.
They
It's
depicted
a good movie.
Depicted
I
in a
thought it was a
bad
good
way.
movie.
What's it called? What's it? Brothers?
Brothers.
Oh, is that when you
And
showed me
Jake
the?
Gyllenhaal ends up hooking up with Tobey Maguire's
While he was
wife,
held
and they were
captive.
brothers, and
But he
but
killed.
they thought he was dead.
Yeah, but he killed a lower. He was an officer, and he killed a
Yeah,
lower ranking Marine, enlisted Marine, to get out, and no Marine officer would ever fucking do that. So that's why it was fake.
All right.
Wow.
Wow.
Glad Mav's here.
Hey,
I
he
feel
wants,
this.
He wants the director right in front of his face, and Matt wants to smack him around a few times and absolutely roast this guy.
So you said your favorite war movie is
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
Spielberg
Schindler's List.
is better.
Whoa!
Wait,
Schindler's
what?
List is a good
Schindler's
movie.
List.
I'm
It
not-
is good.
I don't
It's
think
the
it's-
best war movie.
It's all in black and
Schindler's
white,
List
too.
focus more on the
Eh,
Holocaust and the war, though, itself.
Not all of it.
Well, the girl in the
That
red
was such
dress.
a
Last
pivotal
10 minutes.
part.
Isn't it?
No, I'm not
The
saying,
whole
yeah, it was a
thing
great
is
movie.
World War II, and
Yeah.
like when you think about World War II, the one thing you think about is the Holocaust,
Yeah.
and then
That's
they give
it.
a very real look into what
And
was
it-
going
Oh,
on.
it was
True
good,
story,
man.
yeah.
Like they put like those Jewish people, like I don't know, not
Jews.
they were fucking skinny. Like they,
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Oh, when
find
they're doing
that
that
many
little run around
people.
And that was
thing?
93.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how you like. I remember watching this. Did we watch it in
We watched it in
Hoover's
high
class?
school, yeah.
I literally thought it was like real footage, and
Yeah.
because I didn't know of Liam
'Cause
Neeson.
It's in black and
before.
white. It doesn't
And
look
then,
like him.
no,
It doesn't even
no,
look like him.
no.
But like it's like the black and white feel to it. I don't think he did it on purpose.
He
I
did.
think he. I know. I'm saying like the black and white feel to it made it feel as if it was actual
Real,
footage, and
yeah.
it put you
Yeah.
into that world.
I think
easier.
I read somewhere he did it. I'm probably wrong. He did it just so like you weren't distracted by anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was just
But there
black
was-
and white,
There you go.
and excuse me, but
He's feeling a little
I
congested
know, a
today.
little sick here.
Tad
Been
bit.
hanging out in the office. The purging of the ghetto, that scene when like the lady's playing piano,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they're just running around just
And just slaughtering people.
slaughtering people, is insane.
It
Yeah,
is.
SS, man.
So
you're
I think-
nuts.
Look at
That-
that picture of Luke and Liam Neeson. though.
Dude, Luke, you
Look
look
at
just
that.
like. All right, so here's what we're gonna do on the Instagram. In like,
Can you send me that?
so go ahead
Yeah.
and check the
So
Instagram.
we're gonna post this on the Instagram right now.
I know.
Side by
Hey.
side picture of Spielberg.
People
and
can
Luke.
tune in on Instagram as we go. We just post like shit that's like tuning in.
No, Schindler's List is my favorite war movie,
Yeah, it's a good one.
hands down.
The girl in the red
It's hard to
coat
watch. It's hard to
that
watch.
I mentioned Austin represented like the innocence of the Jews, and that was like
Oh, when
the
he found
big-
her dead, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then when he found her dead, it was like, oh
Yeah, she
And
was the
it's-
only
and
thing
it's
in
a
color.
true story.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
Austin airdropped that
What,
to me.
Liam
I
Neeson's
might
done
have to be on
everything,
that
man. He's done everything.
What Taken?
Train Batman, Qui-Gon
Liam
He
Jinn,
Neeson?
trained Batman.
Liam
Train-
Neeson.
Train
is,
Obi-Wan. He did it all, man. Saved Jews in the
Yes.
Holocaust.
Okay, so this is a newer one too, but I feel like I watched it. I was like really early in the morning, but like Dunkirk, not
I
enough
liked it.
talking.
That was the
and-
point.
That was the whole point.
Nah, I didn't do it.
I liked it. It was different. It wasn't like you had to follow a bunch of storylines and who's this guy. It's just like we got to get off this beach,
Yeah.
and
and that's just what it was about.
It was a good movie. It's, just, it's
Simple.
not up there on the list for
What are you
me,
talking
though.
about? Gilligan's Island?
Well, that's just something else.
Dunkirk.
Get Ginger and Marianne in here.
Dunkirk, I was telling him, if you notice that it rotates between land, the
Air
air,
and sea.
and then the boat, and it just does this
Every-
constant rotation.
I did not
But,
notice that.
Yeah, and everything is not in a specific order. Like it'll show the land scene, and let's say like the one was a boat, like a yellow boat, and it shows the men on land or whatever getting on like the yellow boat or whatever. Oh no, it was the guy in the plane crashes. He gets on the yellow boat. The next scene it'll cut and it'll show those people on the yellow boat like getting ready to go on the water and stuff.
I didn't
So
know
the
that.
plot jumps around, but like it's a movie that you really have to like sit and really know what the hell is going on.
No, I just watched it like when it came out on HBO or whatever.
Mhm.
Harry Styles.
Harry
with the-
Styles killed it.
Dominated.
Shout out Harry Styles.
Like, dude, the beginning scene.
It's a dude from One Direction, right?
Yeah.
You would know that.
How do you guys know his name?
Oh, because I love One Direction.
Oh, like-
Whoa!
No, dude,
Hot
he's
take.
got.
Touche,
They have
touche.
one, there's one. I listened to. There's a one song that I listen to.
I
All right, well, you keep that
wanna
to
hear it?
yourself,
You're
pal.
beautiful.
Harry Styles got Harry
Smart.
Styles.
Harry Stale.
Styles.
Jam it out. You jam it out in
Marv.
the shower.
Marv, play. What are we all feeling here?
I might play this song on the.
I'm not feeling any of their music, to be honest.
Play. You don't know you're beautiful, Marv. Marv.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Jesus.
Marv, turn.
I don't think we can clear
Jesus.
that.
What?
You don't know you're beautiful.
Okay.
No, this one's actually like a nice,
Nice
song.
song.
And
Is Marv gonna fucking play it?
what?
All right, Marv.
No, Harry Styles. I think Christopher Nolan cast him, and he didn't know who he
Have you
was.
ever heard
Yeah,
this?
he didn't know.
He didn't know
He
who he
didn't
was
know.
in the movie, and he was just like, "Yeah, he's." Hold up to your
No,
microphone.
I
Hold it.
haven't. I don't
Marv.
listen to the radio, to be honest.
Marv,
that
turn
often
it
at
up.
all. Oh, my Atlanta.
All right, we're going to clear 5
You never
seconds.
heard
left.
that?
No, and I'm kind of happy I haven't.
Hey, I do not want to get a copyright strike and lose the deal with Wild Coney.
Yeah, we can't lose our sponsorships.
That's true.
Wild Coney and
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Sakanaki's too good to lose, man.
All right. This one was
Totino
also
pizza rolls.
by one of my favorite directors of all time, probably close up there. Inglorious Bastards by Quentin Tarantino.
Didn't you just watch that?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
I think
fine.
so
you
good.
forced it.
Here's
I did not
my
force it.
problem.
You forced it.
I wanted to watch it.
You
for
forced
this
it
thing.
in. I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you this right
I'm
now.
gonna tell you something.
You watched it because you're in this Tarantino thing right
Yeah.
now, and you were like, "Oh, it's good."
No.
I fucking hated that movie.
No.
Here we go.
It
I
was
like
so
Inglourious
I like
Basterds.
it.
stupid.
No.
Oh, wow.
I love
No.
Tarantino.
Wow.
I'll watch his
I love the
movies.
gore.
There's other.
No.
I think Brad
disagree.
Pitt did a great
The
job,
way
actually.
I know, but you know this. I watch a movie totally different than any pretty much anybody here. That the way he can tell a story, and to where he can tell 3 storylines and have them all lead up to like this climactic ending is so good.
It was good.
So
Especially,
I don't know what you're talking about forcing it when like I loved how the story was told. And I was literally did not know what the hell was going on. I was on literally quote unquote up
Edge of
fucking
your seat.
edge of my seat, because I did not know how it was
Must
going.
have
I
been a small
I
seat.
wanted the girl to get away with it, like the girl, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I wanted her
She
to
got
get
away with it. Did
No,
she?
she ended up dying.
yeah, she got
I mean-
shot. Remember, she got
I
shot.
was so
that's
pissed.
right.
I was like this. I was like, dude, just leave. And then the guy comes in and like the asshole he is.
Oh, yeah,
I felt
yeah.
so. I was like, no way.
That was a
And
good movie.
That was a good
Everybody
movie.
dies in
It was
that movie.
it was classic.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, Brad
Tarantino,
Pitt got
too.
away with it.
Oh, Brad Pitt?
Yeah, Brad Pitt and the little man, they called him.
Yeah.
Oh, did they
that movie
carve
is
the
so
swastika?
Yeah,
good.
they
It
called the
said-
swastika and the colonel
I did
said,
like that
which he
movie,
deserved.
but I don't like historically inaccurate movies.
It was inaccurate, but
It was
was.
it was a complete work of fiction.
Yeah.
And I wasn't saying that was real. or
Really, I
anything.
thought that's how World War II ended.
Well, yeah, they blew up Hitler in,
Oh, okay.
in a movie theater in.
Man, this years I thought he
In
killed
France.
himself in a bunker and stuff. And then
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
See,
should have
like
paid
that.
attention in history class, man. I don't know wars. From,
I am.
See, like that one.
really
I don't
bad
know
at history.
wars. I don't
See, I
know
got a
my-
history minor because I thought, yeah, I'll teach history. No, and then
See, I didn't like that either.
It's
That
the
was
only class
probably
I
the only
passed.
flaw I had. Was
I don't like it. I don't like.
Were you
historically
into it
inaccurate.
before?
War
Were you
movies?
into history before?
Oh yeah, I love
history?
I loved American history, European history. I love the history on how we got to where we are now.
Hell yeah.
History started July 4th, 1776.
All before that was a mistake.
Thank you,
Can we get a high five for that?
Ron Swanson.
So bottom
What
line,
is that? What's that
That's
from?
from Parks and Rec.
That was a quote before, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
made famous by Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec.
Austin brought this up the other day. The movie Patriot.
Oh,
Stop.
Mel Gibson.
Buckle
Mel.
in. Patriot.
Wow.
War movie.
Aim small, miss small.
Yes. Buckle in.
I
Small.
say
I like the
that all
tomahawk
time.
scene's the best.
Yes.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
in
he
the
goes
like
on.
tomahawk.
no, it's Mel Gibson's pony. Come on, what are we all?
He's in
his
a couple good
ponytail.
war movies.
He is a mad pony.
Then-
you trying to get that Mel Gibson pony?
I'm.
right now?
Does it?
What
John,
what
you don't
war
have
was
to-
that?
That was
The
the
Revolutionary
Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary War.
Sure.
He was
terrible.
messing
It's
up
so
the red
bad.
coats,
I-
man. He was messing up the red coats.
Oh,
Dumbass.
So
No,
he ain't
that's-
paying for this damn T-boy. He took out his tomahawk.
Like, dude, that scene, like when who were? I feel like one of the kids in that movie
He's a big
ended up.
name guy now.
Yeah,
I think so.
well,
too.
Heath Ledger's in that
I want to
movie.
look
Yes,
that
he
up.
is.
Heath Ledger's
Heath
my
Ledger,
Young,
man.
young.
Heath Ledger was my dog until Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that kind of
You
that'll
need
do
to
it
be.
for
You
you.
need to. You both need to be a little more tolerant.
Yeah. Like,
I'm just saying, hey,
Hey,
you want to
listen,
you're
swing both? You want to
homophobic,
swing?
dude. Like,
You got you.
two
I'm
guys
not-
just can't go up and.
Yeah.
Did you
Haven't-
watch the whole thing?
If you want to do that, that's on you. I just
Did
don't
you-
want to watch
did
it
you,
happen.
Did you
okay?
sit down and loved what you were watching?
That movie was a little ahead of its time.
Watch it. I know what it's about.
Mom goes,
Sure you
Luke, this
haven't.
movie is so good.
Quote.
I
She goes-
I watched
she goes-
Brokeback Mountain and listened to One Direction.
There
Listen,
you go. Hey,
listen.
you're proving it right
So-
now.
You would have been like 8 years old.
No, but I was on Netflix at one point.
Oh,
and I
You're gonna
watched
turn.
it?
You're gonna
So
turn down
you
a Jake
watched it?
Hold
Gyllenhaal
on,
film.
I didn't watch the whole thing. Listen,
Unreal.
can I speak?
Jake
No.
Gyllenhaal had to go to Jarhead more movie right after that. He's like, I got to
That's-
boost my
yeah.
mailingism back up.
Listen,
That's one of
so I was
Sorry.
going through Netflix and I saw like the movie with like Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger. I'm like, dude, this is all like these guys are good.
You
I
couldn't
love
tell
their
by
work.
that. You couldn't tell by
And
that.
I didn't know that it was about two gay guys.
I say that too.
And I'm like, what? And Mom goes, oh my! I go, is this good? And Mom goes, yeah, you
Dude, it
gotta
got
watch
awards. It's
yeah,
like
but like
huge.
it's just not like I just don't feel comfortable
It's not my
watching
cup.
it.
It's not his cup
So
of tea.
I'm like watching it, and then like they get into a tent, and it starts showing, Jake Gyllenhaal's hairy ass, and I'm like, no,
yeah.
I'm like, no, man. And
Yeah,
I just,
hey, if you swing that way of the fence, that's on you. I just don't feel like watching it.
I didn't know, and I turned it off. Meaning,
Yeah, sure
I'm not
you did.
dissing the movie. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'm not into
I've never
that.
seen it.
You
personally.
just choose not to watch movies that deal with.
Dude,
Whoa,
I asked Luke,
whoa.
Luke
Let's
was
pump
trying
the
to.
brakes.
Luke's very, very picky on what you watch a lot of movies, but when I asked you, like Luke won't watch a chick flick. Luke won't watch.
I like chick flicks.
You
doing
just
it-
go
It's not-
strictly comedy
It doesn't.
and superhero movies.
It doesn't. No.
Luke, here's what we're gonna do.
that's false.
Listen, we're all gonna
There's
watch
so many more.
a separate chick flick that we haven't seen before,
Yeah.
and then discuss.
We'll go
It's
chick
not-
flicks next podcast.
Nope. Next podcast is tune in next
God
week.
damn it.
Is all things Will Ferrell, and then after that can be the chick flick.
Okay.
It's not that like I don't like watch it. Like I'll watch anything. It's the point that like do I have access to it? Like if like
Dude,
Netflix, if they have a funny chick flick
stop
on
it.
there, I'll watch the chick
Stop
flick.
it. Do you have access to it? You have Hulu, HBO,
got the
and
world at your
Netflix
fingertips.
streaming.
And a shitload of DVDs at home.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's like Netflix is saturated with rock and
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider
Rob
movies,
Schneider. Yeah.
and
You got to dig deep, bro.
and Joe Rogan's
it's based on your
thumb.
search and watch history. That algorithm knows what you like, and you secretly like The Rock.
like
I
like
love The
Hulu.
Rock.
It's cool, but I think Hulu is mainly for TV.
Yes, that's how it started out.
Mav loves
So-
The Rock.
I am a big
Hey,
Rock
When are we
fan.
going to see The Rock in a war film?
Ooh,
I don't
haven't
think
we?
you will.
That's a disgrace to fucking history.
Doesn't he
I don't
play-
know much
I
about
love
history.
The Rock. Well, I grew up watching The Rock. 'Cause I was a wrestling guy, so
See,
I'm
what
very
did I-
biased
so was I,
towards The
but
Rock.
the-
I'm very biased towards The Rock.
The one time I don't say everything leads to the Rock in the intro, what the fuck just happened?
It's hard, man. He's so nice.
I
I met him
fucking
too. He's a
knew
really
it.
nice
I
guy,
knew
too.
it as soon as I invited Mav in here that it was just gonna lead.
No,
lead to
I
The
didn't
Rock.
bring up The Rock at all. You guys brought up The Rock. I'm
That
just
is
saying
true.
I do like
That
The
is
Rock.
true.
All right. What
That is true.
about The Hurt Locker?
Fake.
Wow, ooh, hot take.
It was just a.
Who's
Ask any veteran. It's a pretty fictitious.
There
What
you
was
go.
fake about it?
Just how they portrayed like the bomb squad stuff. Yeah, that type of shit does happen, but they pushed the
Well, they made that guy
The
look
limit.
like an absolute stud.
Yeah.
Like,
Was he
just
not?
didn't care.
no. And plus, it took away from Avatar.
Okay, well that's
it took
what?
box office
It-
away
it-
from Avatar?
No, it
Oh,
it took
it was
it
in-
took an award away from because that's James Cameron's ex-wife that directs
No
that one.
way.
Yeah,
I'd
Stop
be
it.
pissed.
that's what got my life.
I'd be so pissed.
she's his ex-wife.
Ex-wife, and they stole the best film from Avatar. And ask any veteran that is not a look.
Why do
Black
you think
Black
it
Rifle
won,
does
though?
it.
An
They
Avatar.
showed it. It's not a accurate description.
An Avatar's fucking
Like
top
in what
10.
sense of just
God,
how
like
they
throwing up on
walk
the mic.
around and
or what?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in quite some time, but just how they portrayed how everything was going over there. It's a little pushing the envelope there.
They kind of like embellished a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
No.
I guess I can't.
that's why you need to do a Tropic Thunder and just drop them off.
Well, Restrepo wasn't Restrepo?
Restrepo's an actual
Documentary. Yeah, we talk about war documentaries.
What is this?
Restrepo, they like got it's like GoPro footage and stuff
Yeah,
straight
it's
up
an
on soldiers'
actual-
helmets and
it's-
stuff, and it's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, I only seen parts of it.
I
but
think it's on
an
Netflix.
actual-
How did
yeah,
I
it's on
just spell
Netflix.
that right the
My
first
brother-in-law
time?
watched it, and he's also a
Funniest scene in Tropic Thunder.
No, I think
Someone taught.
I think Restrepo is
actual
that won some
live
awards.
footage. Yeah,
It's got a 92%.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
that's
That's
96%
That's
on Rotten
real
Tomatoes.
footage.
It's- yeah,
What
it's a real-
does?
Restrepo's
Restrepo.
an actual
Restrepo.
documentary on after the war. and
See, I have a hard time
Or it
watching.
might be Iraq. I don't know. I've never seen the movie, to be honest.
What do you mean you had a hard time
I have
watching
no,
that?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
'Cause, like, I just-
saw a part of it.
I
That was
just
it.
don't want.
When
What's
did
the
this
word I'm
come
looking
out?
for? I don't know. A few years ago.
Don't want to see.
I want to watch
I have a
it.
hard time watching violence, and especially when I know it's real. You know, I don't need that. Like you were
Yeah.
trying to watch that video that was on Instagram today. And it
Oh,
was-
yeah, the
I
kid
didn't.
fell off his balcony and
Yeah, see,
fell
I
into the concrete.
I don't watch that. I don't like seeing violence or somebody getting hurt. And I think watching like a hyper realistic or a war document like Restrepo, I think I got a problem with it. But
Jesus.
I do like war movies. If it's not in your face like every other thing is somebody getting shot, which I know happens a
Yeah.
lot, but
Rambo?
I don't know.
What?
Rambo
What is Rambo?
Rambo's just
Rambo's
a
a-
renegade
It's just a
dude
guy.
taking people up the river.
It's a video game character.
It's not. I don't.
Is Rambo a video game?
no,
No,
it's
Rambo's
something that you
just-
would want to be in a video
Well, you got to
game.
watch the First Blood movies to know, because Rambo's the fourth installment, right? No, fourth or I think it's the third, because you had First Blood,
But
Blood
he's
Part
the
2.
character.
I thought
He was a Medal of Honor Green Beret. Not gonna lie, I did like First Blood, the first one.
I don't think I've
The
seen.
only
it.
one I seen was the newer one.
The new one's pretty good because it's kind of accurate of how the genocide goes in parts of the world like that.
dude, he's like 50 years old in that.
50 years old, he was like 70 in that.
No way.
In what?
And the new Rambo, he
Oh,
was
the
old.
new
He was
one.
he was past 60. I know that for sure.
Just so out of his prime.
Have you guys
Have-
seen?
That was a good movie. When he gets
dude,
on that 50 though, and he starts
good.
ripping them.
What is War Machine?
I've never heard of it. To be honest.
That sounds
Brad
familiar.
Pitt,
Let me
isn't
see it.
It's a Marvel.
Oh, War
character.
Machine is the
No, it's
Iron
not.
Man's
Character,
sidekick,
yeah.
Colonel Rhodey.
Yeah, but that- I knew it.
Wait, what?
It's a Marvel
War
character.
Machine is
War Machine is Iron Man's like sidekick.
Yeah, it just did that, but then there's a movie,
Does he have a standalone film?
2017 with Brad Pitt in it.
Never
War
seen
Machine.
it.
Oh, War Machine
Hey, that's
is about. So you remember? It's about the Iraq War. During the Iraq War, this one general, he let some reporter come in. There's a second sigh. There's two deep sighs. A reporter come in and like hang out, and they from like Time Magazine or Rolling Stone or something, and there were some things said about the president, and like some of the soldiers getting drunk because they were on like a they weren't well they're at a press tour or something, and this guy's supposed to come in and just like end the war, this general, and then they wrote some stuff about him. And he had said some unflattering things about the president. And this reporter just wrote everything. Like, these guys are drinking on the road. Like, they're supposed to be out here on diplomatic missions. They're getting wasted in the hotel room, blah, blah, blah. And he had to resign. And that's what that's about.
So it's a true story.
Yeah, it's a true story. But that's what that one's about. It's not really a war movie. I guess it's during wartime. Now, here we go. What makes a war movie?
Right.
It's during wartime. It has to do with military,
John.
and it's
So fuck,
it's
go
good.
Forrest
So
Gump in there.
yeah,
just
but
kidding.
he's not. That's not the main
Racist.
focus. But I think that's what that's what War Machine's about. It's about that article. It's a good movie. I love all things Brad Pitt. I think that was like a straight to
I
Netflix.
love all things Brad Pitt.
I think that was a straight to Netflix movie, or it was like a released only
It's
Netflix or
on
maybe.
the thing over there somewhere.
Luke actually
All right.
just watched us recently.
Got hold on.
Watch what?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
You did watch
There we
Good
go.
Morning
We
Vietnam.
gotta. I want to talk about that. And is it considered? If you look up war movies online,
Yeah.
it is under war movies. But like, he's. We're having a
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
password is on the router behind my monitor, that left monitor. Thanks.
I'm
Trying to get on the Wi-Fi here at the Trenton Road Studios.
I'm surprised Marv didn't even tell Matt
Yeah,
the
Marv-
Wi-Fi. He's
we
being
should
an
have-
ass, dude.
Next guest we have on with
You know which one?
Listen,
that one.
make sure all the audio files and everything
Here,
straighten up.
Mav, I'm sharing it with you right now.
God. One more time, you're gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah. So you know when somebody new gets on your Wi-Fi, you can share it with them if they're in your contacts.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Technology's
So it just
great.
popped up, and I said, share with Maverick.
Yet I can't close my YouTube app and still listen. To
I know,
music.
right?
So, any hooser.
What's your favorite? Oh, you don't know history. Your favorite war movie? War that a war movie's about. Let's
World
go
War
with that.
II.
World War
Well, can
II.
we talk
I'd have
about
to go
series? Can we
Vietnam.
talk about series?
Sure.
Like Band of Brothers or The Pacific? Tom Hanks.
I have not seen
Never
either.
I've never seen
You
one
want
of
to
those.
explain them?
Man,
Oh,
if you're on
man.
free refills, we talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, you're the
Okay.
guest. You're driving this train.
I am trying.
Not
Whatever
really.
you say, we'll take time out of our
I'm
sad,
not gonna
dull
give, I'm
life
not
to
gonna give
watch
anything away
whatever
'cause you
it
should.
is.
It's a great series. Tom Hanks is the director in it.
He did Band of Brothers?
Band of Brothers, yeah, it's like the World War II Army, and it talks about the camaraderie and stuff in the Pacific.
I've
There's a
seen
very
some.
accurate description about the Marines in World War II, and they use real Marine stories and books written by the Marines there. And same with Band of Brothers, they use real life stories to display a. I don't know how to say it, but you know
Accurate depiction.
you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like it's really accurate. Like they're not just
Yeah.
making up.
But that was like was it a mini series or was it like a full like 7 seasons
The
or something?
Band of
crazy?
Brothers, I believe, was a couple seasons. I think. I don't know. I've never seen the whole season.
Would you highly recommend it?
Yes, I would.
How many seasons?
I don't know how much the Band of Brothers is. I've never seen the full series. I was more of the Pacific guy.
Yeah, how much
being
is
a
that?
Marine? It's a miniseries. It's only 9 or 10 episodes, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it shows I'm going through Guadalcanal all the way to Iwo Jima.
There you go. So, Good Morning Vietnam. If you look up war movies, it's under war movies, but like it's also one of those things where like he's not really in the war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it's still about a
He's
radio
about
station.
Vietnam
Like,
and
yeah, he's still there.
yeah,
but
and all that.
I wasn't sure because I know that we always say that just because it takes place there doesn't really make it a.
I think if it's the same thing with Boston movies. If a war movies says it's during World War II in like Poland,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that's happening in the movie revolves around the war, it's a war movie.
Yeah.
So it can be about a civilian, like Jacob the Liar. Have you seen that? Oh, that's crazy. Because Jacob the Liar is also,
Should I write this down?
is also Robin Williams, and he's in the Polish ghetto, during World War II, and he's got like a record player or something. I don't know, something crazy like that. But I don't think that's a war movie, so we're just gonna go on.
Yeah.
But it's about World War II. He's in the ghetto. It's about the Polish ghetto.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down
about the
is
Somalian
solid.
war.
about Mogadishu.
Early-
I have this on my list to watch,
early-
and I know
it's
I have
it's
it.
a great movie.
That
That's
one was
actually a good history too behind that.
Yeah.
Is it accurate?
Yeah, they sent 2,000 Marines because the president can send Marines anywhere at any time. It's like his personal
Sorry.
killing force for 72 hours without approval from Congress. So in the early 90s, he sent 2,000 Marines into Mogadishu, Somalia. And they pretty much like slowed down the civil war going on there, but not really. And then they had Army Rangers there for the remaining of the time. They pulled the Marines out, and it just shows how that I don't know how to explain it because it's
Chaotic.
that region was.
War torn and just it's really sad. Africa is
Yeah, it was-
bunged up.
The militia was just slaughtering people.
Yeah. So what's it about? It's about there's two helicopters. One gets shot down. They both get shot down,
Based on the movie.
and then they've got to go in and save them. But like for going from like the green zone, like so it's safe, into just where
just hell.
these guys are. It's just everybody's trying to kill the Rangers, trying to get in and get their boys out, and it's just about that and about how these guys. One guy's trying to survive. Austin's right now
producing a free refill for the boys.
Austin just choked out of the coffee pot of Black Rifle coffee, and he's been sick for 3 days, which instantly means none of us can have coffee.
Is it Black Rifle season, boys?
I will bring this home and wash it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Fucking
So
ass.
Oh, yeah,
that's
true,
what that's
you're
what that's what Black Hawk Down's about,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
great.
really good. And
It
you should
is.
probably go watch it.
I have it on my list. I'm pretty sure I have it. I just never
What's that
watched
dude's
it.
name? The main actor in it, something Hart.
Oh,
I
Josh
believe?
Hartnett.
Josh
That was
Hart, yeah.
that was in his prime
Yeah.
days.
You don't hear much about him anymore.
Oh,
But
I got you a picture.
Josh-
of
he got his
Austin
in good while he could.
He was in a couple war movies, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Josh Hartnett was like his in his
It
heyday.
had a lot of good actors in it too.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that up real quick.
Edward, what's the guy who played Obi-Wan in the newer?
I want to target on the Obi-Wan subject in a minute, even though it's a bit off topic.
I mean, it
I was
is
just
a
talking.
war movie. Let's go ahead and fictional
guess.
wars.
It was,
Can we-
the,
all right,
it was the
can-
Clone
can we-
You
Wars.
guys are on your own on this.
It was the
one.
Clone
Can we
Wars.
can we do
don't
it?
know
Can we do
shit.
a right turn?
Nope,
Yeah,
hang on,
go
hang on.
for
Oh,
it.
Ewan McGregor's in that one. Eric Bana, Tom Sizemore, Tom Hardy's in there. What?
The man
William
in the
Fichtner?
mask. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy came out of nowhere.
Oh, you see that meme the other day?
He's a
Why
good
why
guy.
they keep covering up Tom Hardy's face or whatever? Because
Why?
like 5 of his movies, he's got like a mask or something
Yeah.
on. And
Is
like
he
it
gonna
was like a girl post. Like, why are they covering up this beautiful face? And it's like Bane, all these other movies where he's got mask on.
You know why?
why?
Because they don't want him to end up like the fucking Rock, where
Hey,
you see
hey.
his face
True.
everywhere.
Also,
Okay,
Christopher-
Tom Hardy. You feel like you haven't seen him in a lot. That's why you sit there and go, "Wait, Tom Hardy was in that?"
He's in the new Venom.
Covers
Dude,
up
that's
his
gonna be
face.
so sick.
I believe so too.
Oh, I'll save it for a different podcast.
I got a cramp.
No, I heard something like.
Oh my God.
Are you all right, bud?
I got a cramp.
You have a cramp?
All right, I'm good.
All right.
Oh wow.
That fucking
I heard Christopher Nolan say something like Tom Hardy can just act with just his eyes
Oh
and
yeah.
his
He
expression.
knocks
So that's
him-
why
he blows me away. when
that's
I
why he
watch that movie.
casts him in everything that covers his face.
Like, dude, him and
Bane.
Bane
is so
was
good.
badass.
Bane was a good one.
Look at that look.
Everybody's gonna.
That's just a man.
That's
Look
a
at that.
man's man.
I feel like he's just about to build me a house.
Seriously, bare hands.
Yeah, Barry chopped down the trees himself with his hands, nothing else.
Straight Bane impression.
Born in the dark.
I was born in the dark.
You gotta do that, but cover your face.
No, he's like,
I was nearly adopted in the dark. I was molded by it.
I was molded by it.
Why did you sound like an old man?
oh my god.
Because my voice
in a lot
started
of good
raspy.
movies.
Oh wow! So that took a left turn. Was that the left turn you wanted to get on, or was it?
No, not
You
really.
said right.
What were
turn.
you trying to?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally. But you nearly adopted the dark.
Okay, that's
I was
enough.
born in it. Molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. But by then, it was nothing to me but blinding.
Oh,
Bane.
you're reading it. I was like,
Bane.
there's no way you
That's
fucking
gonna
read
be
all that by yourself.
That's going straight to Instagram. That's
I was
the,
Bane.
That's gonna be the bumper.
I was Bane.
Wow. Anybody else want to take a whack at
I'm
Nope.
good.
an impersonating anybody?
I'm
Anyone?
all right.
Nope.
That goes as far as Shaggy. That's as far as my personal impressions go.
We'll save that for a soundtracks podcast for sure.
That's a good idea.
Jarhead.
I already know mine, right?
Jarhead.
That-
also
Jarhead's a
fantastic.
good, pretty accurate too.
What?
Jarhead.
Is that a war movie?
It's kind of a war movie. It just shows the downtime in war, like what troops normally go through.
It's about scout sniper. It's got Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, it's where they're just downtime. They're sitting in
Jamie
Saudi
Foxx was
Arabia.
in another one, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was in a couple, I believe. But it shows them they're in Saudi Arabia before the first Gulf War, and just shows the downtime of the troops and what they actually do, constantly training and shit.
Oh, sorry. I just saw this one. It's new. Allied.
I have.
No.
Oh, that's what Brad Pitt.
Brad
and
Pitt
the Russian
and
girl,
his-
whatever.
Movies
Stop,
is Brad
dude,
Pitt in with
this
war.
one is fire though. Brad Pitt and his wife.
He was my
When you're-
terror soon.
When you have
are
a face like that, you can't put
spies.
it.
So
Huh?
it's,
Isn't it?
it's about spies during World War II.
And she
it's
was German. Yeah, the
yeah,
wife was
she's German, but they don't know if she's like not a spy against the Allies and stuff. And then it's crazy. I think he's Canadian.
Brad Pitt.
Shit.
No, yeah, his character in the movie. I think he's Canadian. U571. You guys seen that?
No.
Not
Oh
seen
my
it.
gosh, that one's got John Bon Jovi in it.
No.
I swear.
Is he living on a prayer?
You already
He's
passed
living
me
on a
up that one.
submarine. It's about a. They're trying to get
Oh,
like
God.
the Enigma. That's a solid one, man. All these war movies that I've seen and you haven't.
We're all over the place here. Fury, did we talk about that?
No, I haven't
That's a
seen
good
it. I
one.
wanted to watch
It's a
it.
great movie.
Good. John?
I
Fury?
don't know what Fury is.
The
Well,
tank.
Brad-
the
hey,
tank.
Go ahead,
swim.
Hey,
Mav.
ready?
Mav, let loose.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's in that one as well.
It's
As
got Brad Pitt.
It was a
I'm
good.
in.
It was a good piggyback.
And Shia
going to that.
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
fell off the map. For
Just
a
do
while.
it.
I like Shia LaBeouf. Ever since first Transformers and even Stevens, I'm on the Shia LaBeouf band.
I
Did
watch
you like?
Steven
Did you?
Stevens
Yeah, but did
every
you
night
like?
throughout
Did
all
you
the-
like Shia LaBeouf because of Transformers, or did you like?
I liked
No,
it
I'm
because
saying, did you?
fucking hilarious.
I'm
I
saying,
liked it
did you
because
like
of even
Transformers?
Stevens.
I'm saying, did you like Transformers because of Shia LaBeouf, or did you like it because of Megan Fox?
Hey, chalk me down for both.
Here's
Dude,
the thing.
I thought Shia LaBeouf's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's great.
I do too.
Even
Disturbia?
he went
Yeah.
from Disturbia was a great movie, but he goes from being that goofy kid and even Stevens to like a serious actor, and it was pretty good. He did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, even I don't know.
Have we all seen Apocalypse Now?
Sounds
No.
familiar.
How have
don't know.
you not seen Apocalypse
know.
Now, Maverick? That seems right up your alley. That's a solid one.
I don't know.
All right,
I
you
might-
guys.
I don't want to
Yeah.
give another synopsis of a movie, but that one's fantastic. You've seen the scene where he punches the mirror, and
Yeah.
that's Apocalypse
That's it.
Now. That's in there. That's like the very beginning of Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, the Vietnam one, right?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, I've seen that. Like
They're going up the
smell-
river?
Smell of Vietnam. I mean, smell of napalm
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that
Yep.
movie. It's a great movie.
Have
The guy that went the gunny or whatever that wants to surf or whatever.
Yeah,
they
he
call
wants
it,
to go
yeah.
surf, and they're
I've
going
seen
up
that.
the river.
That's a good movie.
all right, guys. This might take a right turn.
Okay.
When you type in
A hard
war
right?
movies,
Yep.
the first movie that comes up,
War for the Planet of the Apes.
No.
coming out, Infinity War.
Well, it's just because it's such
We're
a
not gonna
popular movie
We're not
going
gonna
on
talk
right
about
now.
Infinity War because you put war in movie,
Yeah.
and that's like the most popular movie.
It
in
just
America
came
right
out
now.
like
Click-
2
they're
days ago
clickbaiting.
too.
Yeah, but it's a war movie.
It is a war movie.
Ooh, but
You guys
is it?
can let loose
Honestly,
on this.
I think you
think it's a
save that
different
for the
power.
Marvel.
Anything?
or
I want
the
I want a Marvel
superhero.
podcast.
Yeah,
I
you
want to
save
dig
that
in.
for that.
We're gonna do a whole Marvel episode.
I wanna
okay.
dig in.
Well, I'll take a 2-week break.
We're gonna do Mav
Okay.
does Marvel.
Mav does.
You're gonna take a 2-week break, man. That's me
You're
one
going to be
episode.
talking about.
There's 17
I
different
just
movies.
don't know him, man.
Oh yeah, we're behind
about-
my nachos anyway, so we got to work on it.
Yeah, Mav's getting paid nachos.
Ooh, we get paid for this? By sponsors. Brought to you by Wild Coney and their breakfast burrito, which I had for lunch, and it was fantastic.
You know what? We are not
I didn't like
an
it.
official sponsor of Wild Coney, but John, if you want to take the mic for a second and do our little spiel, go for it.
Oh, we have a spiel about Wild Coney? I just did.
Just wing it. Yeah.
I just did. I said, hey.
Start to finish, talk about everything.
We want to talk about the whole menu? Because they got a great grilled cheese and ham. And
Watch out.
We actually ate there today. I got a gyro.
I did a gyro.
I
Gyro.
had a
I ate a gyro.
depressing chicken tenders.
I did not have Wild Coney today.
No, that's a
What'd
shame.
you eat, Mav? What'd you eat today?
Today I had, what'd I have? Oh, I had a Jack's pepperoni roll. That's all I had.
Mav, what is your go-to movie snack?
Yeah, we
when you
didn't.
go to the movies.
You know what I like to do occasionally if I'm feeling a little frisky?
Yeah.
I like to get some snow caps and some
Are those minty?
popcorn. No, they're not minty.
What's a snow cap?
Snow cap? It's just a little piece of chocolate with some like white stuff on it. I don't know.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, exactly. But no, just you put the the snow caps in your mouth and the popcorn at the same time, kind of like a
Oh, like
chocolatey, buttery
sweet.
type. Yeah, it's
Like a sweet and
You're
salty.
trying to
Sweet
make
and
your own
salty.
trail mix.
Kinda, yeah. But I bring my own snow caps. Not in a bag. I just put it in my
Mav
pocket.
gets a bag of popcorn, puts some Grizzly long cut in
Yeah, a
there,
little-
sprinkles it down there, and puts a snow cap.
He's like
each
this.
bite.
Yep.
He's like this.
Put a little Jack
Mav-
Daniels over it
little-
too. Just,
Mav.
I just mix my butter with Jack Daniels and I just dump it over it.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
But my popcorn's gone before the movie starts anyway.
Are you that guy?
That is
I
a
am
problem.
that guy.
That's a huge problem. That I'll get there, pop's gone, popcorn's gone.
I love these conversations.
It's true though, yeah. I don't think I've ever. That's when we went to go see Infinity War. My popcorn was gone before the movie started.
How? Did you get a large?
Dude, plus I couldn't because the girl smelled so bad next to us, so I couldn't even eat if I wanted to.
Did we talk about this in the last podcast where they need TVs in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bathrooms?
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked
I think that
about
was your idea. So
Yeah.
I don't think they can't do that though because you'll be seeing other
That's
movies without paying for it, so they'd be losing business.
Yeah.
apparently.
Wristband.
It feels like too
tech
much.
is
So
just
what
up
with,
there.
what is
Because
this
I got
fucking Disney
I'm
World?
not gonna go beat and then zip my pants down. I'm just gonna take a piss and head them back.
I don't. We talked about this before.
Maybe
I
in
don't
the
leave.
stalls. In the stalls, yeah. If you got to drop a deuce real quick, yeah, that's good. But for pissing, no, I don't think so.
I think. I don't even know the last time I went to the movies.
Well, okay, but if you do
went-
those
Oh,
wrist,
Jurassic World.
if you do the
Terrible.
wristband, that your fucking ticket price is probably gonna jump up like another $15.
True.
It's true. Hey,
There you go.
supply and demand.
What's the last movie you hadn't seen?
Infinity War. What's the last one I saw in theaters?
It was like fucking 9 months
And
ago.
before that, I was straight out of Compton. I don't go to the
Oh!
movies that often.
Jesus.
And we're on a free refills podcast, really?
Who brought this kid?
Hey,
Wait
I
a
just
minute. Are
don't
you
go to
even
the-
Maverick?
I don't go to the movies that
It's
often.
not him.
Straight Outta Compton came out
It's like
3 years ago.
Yeah, I
Like
know
2
that
years
was
ago. It was a couple years ago.
Everything
it was
I went and
quite
seen it
some
when I was in
time.
plain
New York.
stick of kid. Look what you
Just
did.
eat.
It had to be at least 3 or 4 because that's right when I got stationed.
When
in
I seen
Georgia.
that movie, that was the first time I went to a theater where you could recline your seat, and I was in awe.
Oh, these new ones
No,
are
not-
awesome. I'm
the
just talking
ones
about
here
the
are
new ones we
great.
can recline. This is awesome. I
Uh-huh.
love those. And you get that like the double space between people.
No, but here's the thing. People get way too comfortable. Have I talked about this yet?
Yeah,
I
talk
went-
about the stinky girl.
Stinky girl. The dude just had his shoes off. Not like he had
That's my-
sandals and he kicked them off. My man took shoes and socks
don't-
off.
the
both, and I
motherfucker-
Dude, people
understand
do that
the
on
irony
planes, too, man.
about me sitting here barefoot, but I'm like, dude, you are
This isn't
not
office,
at
though.
home.
No,
Your feet might be up, but leave your shoes on.
dude,
There's still people around, bro.
that's still
Exactly.
Dude, they do it on airplanes and shit too. Just no. And when you're out in public,
No,
keep
Bill
that crap
Burr
on.
does a fucking skit about that where he's like, you know what pisses me off the most in this world? When people take their shoes off on airplanes and they just rub them
It's
together.
the worst.
He's
Dude.
like, he just rubs them together.
hate
He's doing this with his hands.
Dude, I've,
Oh my
I've had
God.
people
He's
make
holding
me
the mic
do
up.
it, and I almost I'm trying to be
Get
nice,
that
but
guy out of here.
my head's just screaming like yell at this motherfucker. Dude, it's pissing me off.
I take my shoes off on airplane. I wear sandals because
Well, sandals. If you're going into it open toed.
No, I wear
listen
the
here,
cleanest shoes
you got
I
to take
got.
your shoes off. Blah blah blah. I'm not dealing with. I'll go shorts, t-shirt, sandals. It could be middle of December. If I'm flying, I'm making it
I
as
always
easy as
do
possible.
comfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweatpants.
I'm
are something for
comfortable,
mine, too.
and like taking your shoes on and off for security is kind of annoying.
That's true.
And I always
I
get
make it-
checked.
Yeah, I make it as easy as possible. When you step up there, I got gym shorts on.
Yeah.
All my shit's already in my bag. I'm not even going to take anything out of my
Nope.
pockets. Just walk through.
I concur.
Have you guys ever seen Braveheart?
Yes. Have you not?
Have you not?
No, I have. I was just wondering.
William Wallace.
I have not.
Really?
You never see William Wallace?
I guess I'm like
Braveheart.
Luke when it comes to chick flicks. He'll
You
watch
just
all
wa-
the war movies.
You watch it? You
Oh,
watch
no,
chick
yeah.
flicks? Man,
Braveheart's a great
Braveheart's so
It is,
good.
yeah.
That's like
Another Mel Gibson.
prime
In a
Mel
pony.
Gibson.
He's in a pony.
He's not in a pony.
He's
Have you
not.
ever
He's got
se-
long flowing hair.
Have you guys ever seen War Horse?
No, but I know what it's about.
What's it about?
I've seen.
It's a war.
I never
it's a horse
seen
in
it.
World War One, I believe.
I've seen. There was actually a play downtown.
You
I
hear
can
this?
hear you scratching
Oh,
your
shit.
beard on the mic.
My
No,
bad.
there was
It's
a
a
play.
habit. I like to touch
There was
my
like
beard.
a play downtown that like won a whole bunch of awards that like I ended up going to, and I didn't know that it was a
Was it
movie.
the Phantom of the Opera?
I do.
Dude, Phantom is
maybe.
dope.
That is a good movie.
I've never like I just saw this. I was like, dude, I went and saw that play. And it was a good play.
You saw a play about a horse? Did they have a horse on stage?
No, it was like people that were like acting like it. They built like a
Was
huge
it named Seabiscuit?
metal horse, and like it was pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it about the Trojan War? Hey,
Troy.
Troy, that's a good war movie.
Brad Pitt. Dude, this is a Brad Pitt podcast.
I
That
told
is-
you, Brad Pitt's in every
That's a
fucking
great
war
dude,
movie.
Achilles, though, that's a great movie, dude.
Once again, I don't think it's very historically accurate.
Hey,
My
he
favorite
might have
Brad
been
Pitt
around.
movies are fucking the Ocean series, dude.
That is good.
Ocean's 11,
Oh,
Ocean's 12.
I didn't like
Save it
Ocean's
for the
12
Brad
that
Pitt
much.
episode.
Ocean's 11's the best
Ocean,
one.
13 was pretty good too.
Where do you guys land on 300? Is that a war movie?
That's actually a historically accurate movie.
It's
too.
not a historically accurate
It's
movie.
happened. That happened.
Okay, listen. We're going to go at
300.
Stop.
That happened.
It happened, but not in that way. The bare bones skeleton of the story, yes, happened,
Exactly.
What?
but not
300
like that.
Spartans.
There was so many like
300,
goblin-looking things
Yeah.
in that movie.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about in that sense.
Okay, yeah, the story happened.
Yeah, the
but not
story-
in that way.
That's a
Who said?
No, it actually happened. That's a history.
The
yeah.
history.
They wrote
Okay, why was it called 300?
300 Spartans took on the Persian Empire to stop them from getting into Sparta.
Where's
But they
this
couldn't-
like
they-
hole come from?
The what?
That hole they kick people in, like
I don't know if that's true.
we go
They were
find
just
one of
up on a
those?
cliff, so they were up on like a bottleneck area because it was like on that cliff there, and so they were able to fight them off because they could only get so
No,
many
he's,
people
he's talking about
through.
the hole he kicks him in. When he
Oh,
goes,
this is Sparta?
I
That's
don't
just
know.
like a well or something, man. It's just a hole near
you
it.
can't just make that up.
There's a well. We need to get
Find
water
me a
from-
well.
Dude, babies fall in wells all the time.
Yeah, Lassie saved a bunch of them.
Where do you find these?
Bruce
things?
Wayne fell in one.
Yeah.
Why do we fall? So we get back up.
Where is it at?
Old
don't know.
mansions, man. Nobody has to dig that anymore.
Like the Dark Knight Rises, where they have that big hole and people live down there. Where the fuck are those?
Oh,
Maybe
that's
it was
out
just
in the
like-
Middle
I
East.
and
don't-
then
I
he somehow made it back to Gotham. What?
Who did?
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I did.
But they
How
don't
did he
show
get-
he has no passport,
Yeah,
no
he's got
nothing.
nothing.
And somehow he makes it all the way across
Hey,
the world back to
He's
Gotham.
he's
Like-
fucking
Because
Bruce
Batman.
Wayne.
He's Batman. He can't do
Everybody
He doesn't
knows
have
who
any
he is.
powers. He doesn't have any powers to like fly back.
Listen,
like,
he's Bruce Wayne.
handsome.
Okay,
he
he's got.
escaped the fucking hole with just like raggedy sweats on,
Hey,
and then gets
he's
home.
a fucking Bruce Wayne, Batman. Okay, he can
Save
get
it.
out of a hole.
Save it for the Batman episode. We're doing a whole Batman. I'm talking Adam West to
and that right there is the reason why George
Ben
Clooney is
Affleck.
the best damn Batman.
Stop!
ever.
Stop!
Yeah,
Stop!
I
Stop! Stop!
agree.
Stop! 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 We're gonna,
No, Ben
we're gonna
Affleck
save
totally
that
is.
for a different podcast.
we may have to go Batman before we do chick flicks and Will Ferrell because
Michael Keaton.
I won't put anyone on blast at Batman. I'm just saying.
You
so
won't?
fuck.
Why? 'Cause
Wear a
you can't,
mask.
you can't figure out the loophole of how he got out of the hole
There's
to
a
get
bu-
back to Gotham.
That was one of the. It was. If you ever watch Mojo on YouTube, they talk about it. That's like number 3 worst plot holes.
Like
in
just
all
because
the
you get out of the
movies.
hole doesn't mean you fucking make it back. Show him at the bus stop. You know, Bruce Wayne waiting for the. They're just hitchhiking down the road.
He's
I
like,
want to see
he's
that.
checking his watch. He's like, fuck.
Bruce is on the
Damn,
Greyhound.
taking
bus
over
is
the
20
city.
minutes
Where
behind.
the
man.
fuck's my Lambo?
Come on.
Come on, Alfred, get your head out of your ass.
I thought we were
Yeah,
talking
like
about
Alfred was just
Takes a-
waiting at the top of the hole.
Takes
to
a
pick him up.
Greyhound, just
wow.
Greyhound all the way back somehow.
Okay, wait. How did he get? Did they lower him down or what?
What are you talking about?
When they got
Dark
into the
Knight
hole,
Rises.
I
Yeah, they
assume
lower him down and then
if they
he
dropped him in there, he probably wouldn't have
They
made it.
broke his back in Gotham,
Yep.
and then somehow
And somehow, if you
Got in
punch
the
a,
hole.
a vertebrae, it just
You end up
fixes
in a
it.
hole?
Yeah, it just fixes it. If you punch the broken vertebrae in his back or something,
You
it
gotta
fixed
think.
it.
You gotta think. Bane fucking runs shit, so like he has his ways to get there.
Yeah.
I agree. They probably should have showed it, but it's just. I mean, how big of a deal is that, though?
It's number 1 of the 3 plot holes in movies. So
Here's the thing.
What was number one? I would love to know what
number
number
1
one.
was Star Wars because they make fun of it in Family Guy when he shoots him off with the Death Star plans and he goes, "Oh, don't fire! There's nothing aboard." And then the Family Guy, they make fun like, oh, got a budget on lasers? He goes, just shoot the damn thing.
Oh, yeah, the empty escape pod because the droids are on
And then
it.
he goes, she could have just put the plans in there and then shot it off.
I mean,
That's the number one plot. Because if that happened, no Star Wars would ever happen. Well, the first 3.
first they
Yeah,
would have.
I bet you they had to like go back. I bet you they filmed it.
Well, the
and then they, like,
first-
thought about it during the editing. And they're
1,
like,
2,
oh,
3
fuck,
would
yeah,
have
we
happened,
filmed
but the first 3,
Their heads
4,
like
5, 6, whatever.
So, if you want to get into that, fictional war movies.
We just talked about Inglourious Basterds. Isn't
Inglourious
fictional one?
Basterds, fictional, still great. But they're like Star Wars.
Star
Does
Wars.
that count as a war movie?
It's about a rebel galactic war, I guess. That happened a long time ago, so it's history.
It's facts.
Do those do
long
those,
ago-
Did they have to make those like spaceships look that ridiculous?
yeah.
Who knows, man? It's space.
It's iconic.
Yeah,
Every
man.
ship in there is iconic.
I can't-
Like,
the
you
tr-
could
it was-
single
the
that out
triangle
from
was
any other
for-
ship.
That's about to happen real soon.
Yeah, the
Was-
Space Force is coming through, boy.
Yeah, you got
Mav's fucking
yeah,
ready.
Mav's president out
I'm
here.
re-enlisted. I'm going in. boy.
Mav's, you're gonna see Mav with that same headset on, like, here we go, boys, flying a spaceship.
I've-
We're live.
I have
wanna see
seen
Rock
I've
Bottom
seen
Mav.
Alien.
Rock Bottom Mav live from
Rock
space.
bottom Mav.
I've seen
Mav's
Alien,
gonna
and
be
it's all
Space
Space
Force.
Marines fighting those aliens
That's
off.
game over, man.
Plus, look
Game
at Will
over.
Smith.
Love that movie.
Will Smith was a Marine pilot in Independence Day. And
And
he stopped him.
That's basically a documentary.
Yeah. Will
Anything space related, Austin Powers wins.
Nah, I have to say,
How?
Luke, I'm fucking around.
yeah, calm down there, Bud Knight.
What are you talking about, bro?
No, I was just kidding. No, I was like thinking.
Dr.
I was like, when
Dr.
did he ever
Evil
go to
flying away in
space?
Big Boy,
Preparation
the greatest
H.
spaceship of
What
all
you
time.
call
Yeah.
it? What you call it? Preparation
would-
ass cream, ass.
I would take the Big Boy ship over
It's just a little prick.
the Millennium Falcon any day. The
Millennium
Big Boy
Falcon-
ship is so
Yeah,
more iconic.
But it made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
What was
Do you
that?
guys see, like, we're actually going to, like, the fucking sun, but we're still so far away, like, in real life. Like, we just shot off to the sun, like, yesterday.
What are you
Look,
talking about?
I am so
we
confused
all right.
where
The
you're going.
U.S. Literally this just
Space-
happened.
was it Space
Listen,
Force or is it NASA?
CNN, watch out. We're coming for you.
Is this breaking news?
This is breaking
Yes.
news.
Yep.
This is live.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Free refills.
Well, actually, it's like a
lace
3-day
up.
delay.
Yeah.
But
A little sun ski for the boys.
But if you haven't heard it, now you're going to hear it
a
for the
little
first
brewski
time.
for the boys.
Can I hear what's happening?
Yeah.
so
We
anyway,
just took off to the sun.
yeah.
like
so
a probe?
we sent a rocket like heading straight for the sun, and it's just gonna blow up anyway. Like, there's no why are we sending?
It's
it
not going to
there?
get close to
No,
the sun. The sun
I think
won't
it's.
burn
I
anything
think
up
it's.
I know.
it's close.
But I think they're getting like literally like 300 million miles away from the sun, and if you go, like, a mile too far, like you're fucking done.
So you guys probably know. So it was probably 10 years ago. They were sending a rover to Mars or a satellite to Mars, and it takes like 5 years to get there. But the teams who were working on it, one team was doing calculations in like metric, which everybody the rest of the world uses, and then
you
it
got
didn't
the right
get,
way to do it.
yeah, the right way. But then everyone's using like imperials,
I'm
or
talking
what we
about
use,
what
or
we
if that's
use
what
is
it's
the
called,
right
like
way.
inches, feet, whatever.
That's the
And they were
right way.
using centimeters, meters. So the calculations were off, and it got to Mars, and it got buried. It didn't come. It came in way too hot because its numbers are all off, and they have this like $10 billion thing just out there. Like we got to Mars, and it just absolutely buried.
so
That one
crazy
rover's still
how
there, though.
crashed.
you put so many smart people in
Oh.
one room, and yet like shit just still goes
goes
wrong.
wrong.
Common
Like,
sense
how?
is an
These
uncommon
smartest
You
virtue.
have
human
the
beings.
smartest people. Like we actually know a guy that works for NASA. I grew up with them. Like Daniel from up north.
Oh,
No way.
Jacqueline and Jesse.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel.
But he can't even talk about what he does.
Oh
He
yeah.
goes, yeah, I just got a job with NASA. I was like, oh, what do you do? He's like, dude, I wish. It's every time. I've seen him like three times in the past. Like,
I bet
4
you
years.
somebody has to
He just
be
goes, "Dude,
following
I
him, or
wish."
he is like his phone's like hooked up to where like
He probably
they
doesn't
just
have
know.
phone. Like my friend worked on a naval base, and he's an engineer out there, and he had to drill out the camera on his phone. He wasn't allowed to have a camera on his phone. He had drilled it out and epoxied over it.
Dude, you ever see I remember I talked about this the other day. Joe Rogan had like this guy on the podcast. There's gonna be another podcast, by the way. I want to dig deep on space, just one podcast, just to say we did it, because I've always wanted to do that. But anyway,
Space movies.
we could do space movies.
We'd have to
Stellar.
do
I like
a
that.
lot of drugs before this one.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna do some ayahuasca.
but I'm saying
I'll bring the shrooms.
Wild Coney,
Gotta lay
he's
off
not
the
bringing
peyote.
any shrooms.
Brought to you by Wild Coney. When you got the munchies.
When you got the munchies,
get
you-
our cheese fries.
Get
cheese
those
fries.
chili
available
cheese
at
fries.
$4.99.
What's that?
They got
you
the
want
Coney
to blow
special.
up? What's that? You want to blow a hole in your toilet? Come to Wild Coney and eat our fucking chili cheese.
And we just
fries.
lost that sponsor. That's the second time we lost the sponsorship.
God, man, I was looking for a couple conies.
Okay. Anyway, this guy Joe Rogan had this guy in his podcast from Blink 182. That
Travis
one the name.
Barker.
Yeah.
Travis Barker.
And he was on there talking about aliens, and Joe Rogan was just not buying it. Just
Like,
total,
what
like
about him?
like the kid would like, the guy would like talk to me like, yeah, dude, like they like, I asked him like what was going on during the, like what'd you guys find in the Cold War, and he told me to meet at an airport at this time, and like Joe Rogan was like just not buying it. Like
I'm gonna look that up.
it is.
I mean,
it's worth
we can-
it's worth watching because you can. I've never seen Joe Rogan like just like totally not believe anybody. Like he was like kept looking
No,
off to his
well-
camera guy.
Well, here's the thing: is Joe Rogan has like his way of thinking, and he's open for like if you convince him, he'll
He's very
buy in.
open-minded, yeah.
He is. He's very open minded. Where like he will,
He's
you
not.
know,
he's
he'll
not
hear you out
one-sided,
on what
yeah.
you have to say, but he dives deep into people's thoughts, man. Like,
Hey, I don't want to be paying. I'm not here to promote Joe Rogan.
You brought it up.
Yeah, you did. You're the one.
Okay.
Who brought
Fuck, I
him up.
did. I did.
Has Joe Rogan been in any movies that we know of? That are
Yeah,
like-
he's
hope
been
not.
in. He's been in the Thumb 3.
anyway,
I hate
no.
you so
Here's
much.
one thing about space is, I don't think we've ever been there. Well,
Oh,
recently,
We have.
Save it for the
recently,
podcast.
I'm
If we get a
saying
space
back-
podcast going,
Back, I don't think Neil Armstrong ever went.
stop.
To the-
Hey,
to the
hey,
moon?
stop.
Okay.
Save it.
No, he didn't.
We need to end this now
I think we do too.
because we were way off topic.
Because we are way off topic.
We can do
What
that.
the fuck?
We're gonna talk about movies.
We
in
have a
space,
space one. Let me write this down.
and you can go
Other-
in
right.
if you like.
Space
On,
Movies.
Neil
I'm
Armstrong.
typing that right. the
but hey,
fuck
be
now.
warned. Is he died? Did he
Who?
die? Neil Armstrong.
Yeah,
No.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. Still.
Buzz
I have
Aldrin.
his, I have his
So did
left
Tupac.
nut.
Allegedly.
I have Neil
Elvis
Armstrong's left
Presley. I
nut.
saw him at Burger King. the other day. He was doing a double Whopper.
What was it called? Area 51.
Yeah.
Guys, save it.
They
No, that's a
distri-
This
It's
is like a whole nother.
Area
podcast.
51 is something to disguise everything else.
Yeah.
Area 52 is a real
exactly.
Okay.
So they
one. No, there actually
they're-
there actually is a base called
No.
Area 51.
Area 51 is a cover up for Area 52
Guys.
in which they acted out somebody being on the moon. If you take like the way the rocks are there and everything,
I agree.
totally
with that.
fucking staged.
I believe we did go there.
No.
We did, but not when they said we did. There was
I agree with
there was
that.
things that other countries wanted to go to the moon and we wanted the upper hand. So they said, "Oh, let's just stage this moon landing." And we're going to say, "Nope, we got it there first." And it made us look like we
And know what?
had all this technology
And this
all
goes-
this stuff.
this goes
But
to
all
war,
we had
too.
was a camera.
And this goes to the war too, because we wanted to get
It's
to the
Cold
moon.
War.
We wanted to get to the moon before Russia could. So, and if you watch like these videos of like the astronauts that they showed to the public, he'll fall and it looks like he gets yanked back up with like a wire. Like it's so weird. Like you can just tell.
There
it's weird.
are some that are definitely been fake. There's like pictures that you'll see of like early like Russian cosmonauts and stuff. They're like, yeah, that's clearly fake. That we know that's fake and everything. But I'm not going to dive into
Hey,
that topic.
listen, guys, we are going to have a space podcast. Everyone who's listening to, and all this shit's going to be talked about because it involves space.
Can
Space
Matthew
movies?
McConaughey be here?
Yeah, I can get him on here.
Has he ever
I
been in a
make it-
space movie?
He's
I
in
know
George
Interstellar.
Clooney
Oh,
and Sandra
Interstellar.
Bullock
Good
will
movie.
also be here.
Ooh, because
From
they're
Gravity.
Gravity.
That was a good one.
They'll be
Okay.
here.
So,
Like,
guys,
They just come walking in the back.
Sandy, come on out, baby.
George, get up.
hey,
George,
no,
take off
Sandra,
that bat nipples costume.
Sandra Bullock comes in with Melissa McCarthy, and we're like telling Melissa McCarthy, like, no, get the fuck out.
I don't.
Why is
she's-
so
she-
much hate from
She,
Melissa
she
McCarthy?
has wore out her welcome with me.
She is.
Melissa
She-
McCarthy?
Yeah.
She took a fast dive down.
No, she took a
Dude,
big
I tried
360.
watching that new Ghostbusters. God,
That's a whole. Well, you want to know why? Okay,
God
so
awful.
you want to know why?
They push it too hard.
Yeah, but
It's
also
women.
it was
Whoa.
stop.
No,
Yeah,
it's
let's not
It's
get into
it's
that.
part.
Let's not get into
Stop.
that.
Listen,
Jesus.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
it
though.
was PG-13. Melissa McCarthy is awesome when she can just be vulgar
I'm still not a
and
fan
just
of her.
and just go in and just. She was so. Because they want to make it PG-13 because it's Ghostbusters. You want like kids and stuff to go see it and parents take the kids, whatever. If it was R, that movie would have been hilarious.
I
And then can I also tag on to
I
what
just don't like her when she's vulgar at all. Like how you guys are with The Rock, I am with Melissa McCarthy.
I don't.
Same with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart wore out his welcome on me a while ago.
Kevin
The
Hart.
Rock, The Rock is about one trailer away.
No, The
from
Rock
you.
is.
No,
just-
he's one
I
Snapchat.
like The Rock, the actual Rock, not Dwayne Johnson.
No, The Rock is one
Oh, that's-
Snapchat in the gym away from promoting a movie.
I like the
away.
people's champion.
No. Anyway, can I finish
Yeah.
instead of saying
And then
women,
wrap it up.
And then I'll wrap it up.
So defend that thesis.
The
So
Rock's
when I
fake
met-
laugh on his Instagram.
When I say women, I mean like that Hollywood was in that time where like everything was kind of like all men and like what sexism or whatever.
You talking about the Me Too movement?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about. And
This is
and all
touchy
these
subject, bud,
and all
so-
these like women. No,
Sketch that. My bad.
and all these women want
I
to come
tried
out
putting
with
it away.
remakes of these movies. Like Ghostbusters came out, and then they're coming out with the Ocean's 11 or the Ocean's 8 with
Ocean's 8.
Sandra Bullock. Like they're starting to like come out with them, but like with girl versions.
It's
That's
fine.
what I meant with version.
Oh,
Or not
okay.
version.
That's fine.
So
With
not
women,
not
that's what
the-
I meant.
Well,
not
nobody
the
can make
Me
an
Too
original movie
Yeah.
anymore anyway. They're all
But-
damn reboots.
Okay, all right.
But
So-
Bridesmaids was
Bridesmaids
hilarious.
was fantastic.
Bridesmaids was hilarious. That was
All
a great
female
movie.
cast.
So it's like it's not saying the movies aren't going to be like good. I'm just saying
But
like
Bridesmaids
you're
was-
making it was its own movie. It was his first. So you can't like we talked about this. Always reboots and sequels. They're gonna suck.
Well, Ghostbusters
Whether
is a hard
it's a
reboot
women
anyway.
cast or not. It's just
Okay.
they're gonna-
Ghostbusters is a great
All right,
movie
guys.
to begin with.
Final thoughts. If you had to recommend one war movie to anybody, which means your favorite, what would you say, John?
Here's the thing. I'm not going to recommend Schindler's List to everybody. Because that movie
Saying
is
if somebody,
heavy.
all right, let me say this. If somebody came up to you, hey, I want to watch a war movie, I'm in for whatever. What do you got? What are you giving them?
Tough. I can only think of three, to be honest.
Right now,
I
I would give him Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay.
Even
Austin?
though
with
Schindler's
John.
List is my favorite, I think I'd go
I'm with
Hacksaw
John.
Ridge.
I haven't
Hacksaw
seen many,
Ridge.
but that's the one that I'm like, it's a good movie. The killing and all that. It's not
That
the
is
best.
true.
It's not the best like action movie. It's just a very good
It's
story.
intense. Yeah, it's a good story.
All right, Mav.
Tough for me. I don't know.
How would you take some on your mouth when you're on a podcast?
I don't know.
I'm gonna enhance that. Really.
I don't know. It's hard. That's,
What are your three?
my three would probably be Saving Private Ryan, American Sniper, and We Are Soldiers.
Okay. If it was
We didn't even
me,
talk about We Are Soldiers.
We Were
It's a great
Soldiers?
If it was me-
Colonel Halmore, it was a great movie. Should've
Oh,
watched
here's
it.
the thing. I saw that. Is that's the one
True story.
about landing zone X-ray?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or the 400 versus like 10,000
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
That's a tough one to watch. That one
That's
is
true story,
very
too, yeah.
graphic.
And they show them handing the
Yep.
letters to the wife and everything that they've passed away.
That one's hard.
all right.
Yeah.
So
or the
if it
series
was-
specific. I'd recommend that one highly.
If it was me, I'm going Saving Private Ryan. That's probably mine.
Yeah, you'd recommend that. to
Well,
somebody.
I will have to
I would
watch
write that.
I would have to do that with a heavy disclaimer.
It's on
Yeah, but the
on
scenario
HBO.
was anybody. All right.
Yeah, the HBO shit. It's on
Yeah.
HBO. So is the
Remember
Pacific.
to rate us on iTunes and leave a review
Absolutely.
if you've made it this far, and follow us on
This was a
Instagram.
Yeah.
long one.
Hey, if
That's
you
hour 12.
if you made it
Oh,
this
really?
far,
All right, not that bad.
please leave a comment. Say, hey, John, I made it to the end of the podcast.
Can I get nachos now?
Let's go get nachos.
If you make it to the end of the podcast, if you're listening right now,
Do not.
what's our sponsor? Shitty
Shitty
Coolers?
Coolers?
I
God
think we
damn
just
it.
got picked up by Shitty Coolers.
Oh, look at that.
We did?
Doing
Got
right
an
on
email.
board. Just got that
Go
email.
ahead and use Free Refills Podcast as a promo code. Receive 30% off.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do that then.
All right.
I'm only going to let them know.
First 10 people to use the code.
First 10 people get to use it. at
Absolutely.
shittycoolers.com.
All right. Thanks for listening. Hey, Toretto.
Oh, God.
I'll see you soon. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
So
Free re-
fucking cringe.
Free refills. We'll see you around.
Cringe.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I love it. I love watching everyone's shoulders just
cringe.
go up. Fucking A.